Hi everyone and welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and for today's video we have a brand new video card. This is a brand new series of video card, the Radeon HD 7970 or 7000 series from AMD, and this particular card is manufactured by Diamond Multimedia. Here's a closer look at the box itself. First thing that jumps out at you is 3 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory that they have installed on this video card, but we will come back to that. Also, you get a 5-year limited warranty from Diamond Multimedia, so your manufacturer's warranty, you have plenty of coverage. This card is fully Directx11 compliance and tessellation, one of the biggest eye candy features of Directx11. AMD has promised a big boost for that with their 7000 series. You also get Amd Eyefinity support, so you can run 3 displays from a single video card. You get Pci Express 3.0, and this is the first Gen 3 PCI Express card that we have seen at the Newegg TV desk. Also, you get full HD 1080p support. I should mention that if you have a high-resolution monitor, this can support resolutions of up to 2560 by 1600. You also get AMD HD 3D. You get DisplayPort 1.2 compatibility, and that supports daisy chaining of DisplayPort 1.2 compatible devices. You also get HDMI 1.4a, and then if you use the HDMI out, the audio processor on the card is capable of 7.1 HD surround sound, and then of course that GDDR5 memory. Some other specs you guys might be interested in. The GPU core clock for the 7970 runs at 925 megahertz. Same speed for the shader clock. That GDDR5 memory runs at an effective clock of 1375 megahertz or 5.5 gigabits per second throughput overall, which is pretty massive. Also a memory interface of 384 bits, or 384-bit memory interface. Here in the box you get a Diamond Multimedia little product catalog with a $10 off coupon. You get a note telling you to contact Diamond Multimedia directly if you have any problems with the card. They would like to work with you for manufacturer needs. I also have an update driver notice. This being a brand new series of video cards, they're going to be constantly updating the drivers over the next weeks and months, so best to stay up to date with those. Go to the Diamond Multimedia website or the AMD website for up-to-date 7000 series drivers. And finally, here is your Diamond Multimedia video card installation manual. Next up, we have a few more accessories. These are some adapter dongles. You have a display port. There's 2 mini display ports on the card, so this is a mini display port to DVI adapter. This is an HDMI to DVI adapter, so you're all set up if you're using monitors that only have DVI inputs. And you also get a Crossfire X bridge, just like that. So you can use this to run 2 of these cards in 2-card Crossfire X mode. Next up, let's take a closer look at the card itself. And here is the video card itself, the Radeon HD 7970. And for starters, we're going to take a quick measurement here, because we always want to make sure it will fit in your computer case. And definitely not too long as video cards go, especially high-end ones. We are just shy of 11 inches, as you can see right there at the end of our measuring stick. And yeah, it should fit in most reasonably sized cases. This card adheres pretty closely to the reference design for the 7970. We can see the cooling solution here. It's a full shroud. It has an intake there at that end, so it will pull air from inside your computer. It's got a blower style fan there. Again, it will pull more air in from right there. And it pushes it across the card here and ejects it out the PCI Express slot at the back. We're going to flip it over here to show the power requirements, and you need 2 PCI Express connectors for this. You need a 6-pin PCI Express power connector that delivers 75 watts and an 8-pin PCI Express power connector that will deliver 150 watts. And Diamond is recommending, at minimum, a 500-watt power supply to run this card, and I'd recommend you go for higher than that because it's always good to have headroom on your power supply to support all of the hardware in your computer. Let's flip it over here to show the bottom. As we can see, a pretty standard brown PCB on the bottom. There's a little retaining bracket there for the cooling solution. That's the GPU right on the other side of that. Here's our PCI Express 3.0 slot, and if you are running a PCI Express Gen 2 compliant motherboard right now, fear not, this is backwards compatible, and you shouldn't even suffer any bandwidth hits if you're running it on a 16-speed PCI Express 2.0 slot. Down here at the other side, we can see 2 Crossfire adapters, and that's where you plug in the Crossfire adapter that's included in the box, and you can run 2 or 3 of these cards in Crossfire X mode. If finally here at the end, we have our PCI Express Bracket. This is a two slot card, so it takes up 2 PCI Express slots. You got an exhaust all along the top there, and then at the bottom here we have our 2 mini DisplayPort plugs. There's our HDMI plug, and then finally our dual link DVI out right there. One last thing I wanted to show you guys, which if I can find it, oh yeah, it's over here by the Crossfire plugs. It's this little switch right here, because this video card actually comes with 2 BIOSes, whatever BIOS, the plural of BIOS is. Basically, you can set one of these up with your stock settings, and then you can switch it over to 1 or 2 and jump back and forth between those. So if you want to play around with overclocking the card, you can do it on a different BIOS and then always have one to jump back to in case you have any boot problems in your overclocking experimentation. Bear in mind, overclocking may void your warranty. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been our unboxing and first look of the Radeon HD 7970 video card, and this has been Diamond Multimedia's edition of that video card. I'm Paul with Newegg TV, and if you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.